Let me ask you a question. When you think about robots, do you imagine science fiction, or something that might actually walk into your home in the next few years? Because here's the truth. AI and robots are no longer just experimental technology. They're quietly moving into real-life applications, faster than most people realize. And today, I want to talk about how close we really are to living with AI-powered robots, not in factories, not in labs, but in everyday life. Over the past year, something interesting has happened globally. Major tech companies, investors, and governments are all shifting their focus. From can we build advanced robots, to how do we deploy them at scale? At major technology expos like CES, AI and robotics are no longer side attractions. They're center stage. What's different this time is not the hardware, it's the intelligence behind the machines. Robots are no longer just following pre-written scripts. They're starting to understand environments, adapt to humans, and learn from interaction. That's a massive shift. The real breakthrough here is AI. Modern AI models allow robots to recognize objects and people, understand natural language, learn new tasks without being reprogrammed from scratch. This means robots are no longer limited to controlled environments like factories. They're becoming flexible, and flexibility is exactly what you need. If you want robots to work in homes, hospitals, offices, or public spaces, this is why so many companies are now talking about general-purpose robots, instead of single-task machines. One of the most interesting developments right now is how robots are being designed for real human environments, not perfect environments, not clean, predictable spaces, but messy homes, crowded buildings, places where humans move unpredictably. We're seeing early use cases like home assistance in elderly care, indoor delivery and logistics, service robots in hotels and hospitals, collaborative robots that work with people, not replace them. And this matters because the first robots we truly accept won't be the most powerful ones. They'll be the ones that are useful and trustworthy. Another strong signal is money. Investment funds and institutions around the world are steadily increasing their exposure to AI applications and robotics. Not hype-driven bets, but long-term positioning. This tells us something important. The industry doesn't see robots as a distant future anymore. They see them as an inevitable infrastructure layer, just like smartphones or cloud computing once were. So the big question is, when will robots actually become part of daily life? The consensus across the industry is not decades, it's years. Not every home will have a humanoid robot anytime soon, but specialized robots, assistants, helpers, collaborators, are likely to appear first. And once people experience robots that actually help, adoption accelerates very quickly. Technology history has shown us this pattern again and again. So here's what I want to know from you. If robots entered daily life, what would you want them to do first? Housework, elderly care, personal assistance, or something completely different? Let me know in the comments, because the future of AI and robotics is no longer just about technology. It's about how we choose to live with it.